Hello and welcome. Today we're going to take a good look at this Sonic the Hedgehog Lego Ideas set, set number 39. Now we're going to do what we normally do. We're going to get the box opened. It's already built, so that's an advantage. Have a look through the instruction manual and then compare the set like we normally do to the brand new sets that have just been announced this morning on the UK Lego website. So this is Lego Ideas set number 39, the Sonic the Hedgehog Lego set 21331. It's got 1,125 pieces. I know there is a big shine on the box, but it's where they had this sort of different kind of cardboard on. But you can see it's an 18 plus set, 1125 pieces. Now the key things to look at on this box artwork is these things just here, where you've got these two bits at the top. You do get completely different ones to make it different on your level if you want to, and you can recreate some of the bits and pieces that are on the back of this box. And you can see on here you've got the lives at the front. You also at the top here you have bits and pieces that will move. You can change the faces. You have got a moving jumping element, which we'll have a look at as well, and you do have a stand just here where you can put Sonic on, and it has all of the different gems that you collect throughout the game. Size wise, it is 14 inches or 36 centimeters in length, and it's 7 inches or 17 centimeters in height. Now the box just opens up like an old shoebox. This is the really nice instruction manual. So as normal with the Lego Ideas sets, you get a very special instruction booklet, and this is no exception. The front of the artwork looks fantastic. Then as you come onto the inside, you can see what the original design looked like. You've got some different bits and pieces on there to what we've got. Then at the top, you've got the big ball and chain being thrown around, which obviously what you've got to dodge in some of the levels. Moving on, you've got Sega fan creation to Lego creation. It tells you about all the little different bits and pieces that you can see. Obviously, it's not going to pick it up on the camera. It's just too much of a shine, but you have got a really nice picture of Sonic. So if you were one of those people that wanted to picture frame or cut bits and pieces out, that does give you that opportunity. And then it says celebrating 30 years of Sonic the Hedgehog. In 1991, an ultra fast and clever charming blue hedgehog with a spiky hairdo and a big red sneakers took to the gaming world by storm. And then all the games across the bottom. Let us know in the comments below which one you got or when you started to collect it. So 1991 is the original Sonic Hedgehog, 92 is Sonic 2, 96 was Sonic 3D Blast, then Sonic Heroes came out in 2004, Sonic Unleashed on the Wii came out in 08, Sonic Generation came out in 2011, Sonic Boom in 2014, Sonic Mania was 2017, and then in 2020 the Hedgehog movie came out, and then 2021 the 30th anniversary was celebrated. Now we are in 2023 and it is the 20th of April 2023, and like I said this morning, the Lego sets have officially gone onto the Lego website, so we will have a look at all of the new sets that are going to be coming in the next few months, and then when it is time I will try and pick some of them up, and then we can compare this set to some of the new sets, because they have redone this level, so it'll be quite interesting to see price point and also different figures and things that it comes with. Then you've got Meet the Designer on here. So you've got all the different bits and pieces, obviously the minifigure, then you've got the Lego players, and then you've got the model designer as well. So that's the Lego designer and that's the graphics designer. So we have got Lauren and Samuel, and over on this side was Viv for the fan designer. So that is the three people that designed that. Obviously they've used a minifigure character, they've used her sig fig rather than her picture for that one. And then as we're coming through, as normal, you get your special edition tool. Then bag 1 is just those little bits and pieces. Bag 2 and 3, you get the bit up to the loop. Bag number 4, you get the bit after the loop, and then you build another one of those. Bag 5, it extends. Bag 6, you get Big Boss Man. But you do get a very cool looking Sonic the Hedgehog minifigure, and obviously you can have him with the ring if you want to on the stand, or you can have him on the level, which is what we are about to see. Now hopefully on the back of this instruction booklet, like they tend to do on the Lego Ideas, is the other Lego sets that were out at the time. So you've got all the different bits and pieces that you need in case you lose any of the bricks, and you can see you've got some more on there, so you've got good selection of. Then it tells you to go onto the Lego Ideas website and how to vote and everything, and these were the other Lego Ideas sets that were out at the time. So you've got the big Home Alone house, which is still available actually. The typewriter is still available, and I think the guitar might have been discontinued by now. So as of 2023, you can still get your hands on these sets. They are good looking things. And then again, with the page number, it finishes on page 181, and you see again you can, if you wanted to, just cut some of these out if you wanted to use some of the little bits of artwork. And that is the back of the artwork, so you can see just how cool it is with regards to the back and the front. But what we'll do now, we'll grab a set and have a look at Sonic himself. And this is what the completed thing looks like. Now it is a very cool, very colourful, bright looking set. There's a lot of detail included within this. So what we'll do, we will pan over and start on the side, you can see we've got Sonic on there just doing his thing. I'll get him out of the way so he's not too distracting. You can obviously move the leaves around if you want to, so you can make that as much of a photogenic opportunity as you want to do. Then you've got the cool bits of the rings, and if I get you nice and low like that and get the others out of the way, that might make it a little bit easier. So you can pick and choose how you want to do and where you want to put it. Obviously, the good thing is with the new minifigures that are going to be coming out, you do get, by the looks of it, Tails and another character as well, which we will be doing a bit of research. So you could have multiple characters on the level as a 2-player game if you wanted to. You can use this if you wanted to within your display, or you can just have this now as a standalone piece if you wanted to, because that's what this was supposed to be for. And by the looks of it, the new ones all clipped together to create different levels. But you have got your different bits and pieces with that, so you can pick and choose what it is you want to do with those. Up at the top just here, I have picked the speed and the bonus rings, but they are that easy that they just pop off, and you can just put the other ones on that we saw on the front of the box just there. And obviously there's 4 different ones to pick from. Over through, you've then got the loop. Now you have got the opportunity, I do believe, if you wanted to have him dangling potentially upside down. Maybe actually you can't, you can only have him ready to get going on the loop if you wanted to, so you can stand him both ways, going one way or the other. So you have got the 2 bits and pieces that you can stand on. All of these bits and pieces at the front are actually tiled. These aren't stickers on these, I don't believe. If I take one of them off, because I can't actually remember. No, it is a tile piece, so that's a nice thing. Some of them are stickers, some of them are tiles, but that I do believe, unless I put that on very, very well, which there's definitely haven't, that is a nice tile. And then as we come through, you've got more rings. So this is your jumping platform. This has a bit at the back, which you will pull out. There he is, and then he will come flying up and then come back down again. He's on a platform at the bottom, so if you knock him hard enough, you can get him jumping if you want to, and you can just throw him up and back down. So there's a couple of play features on this, even though it's supposed to be just more of a display piece. Now, I was really hoping that they were going to make the next level, because it has got the connection pins on the side just down here. Thinking, well, then maybe we'll add another level, introducing the character, but they haven't as of yet. Now, talking of characters, we'll start with obviously the main event, which will be Sonic himself. He has an absolutely enormous head. It's all one piece. You can see he's got the nice spiky mold on the back there, so it's a solid thing. Torso print, nice and simple. It's just the circle on the front, and then on the back, you have then got his back definition, and you've got this teeny tiny little tail as well. And then you can see he just goes blue to red on the back of his legs, and then you have got the funky little bits on the side of his boots. So you've got them on both sides, and then he's got his wraparound on the knee. But it does look a very impressive looking thing. So again, we'll compare the online new minifigure to this in a second. You have then got all of the other evil people as well. So you've got this one if you want to use him for whatever reason. Obviously, you can stand him up at the top, so you can plonk him up on that bit if you want to, or you can have him on the bridge. So you can pick and choose where you want this one to be. And this one does come with 2 faces as well. So you were just to pull this piece off, and then you would replace it with the spare piece that it comes with. You've then got the crab as well, so you can pick and choose again where you have him stood. They do have them on the box in a different place to where they are in the instruction manual, so you can pick and choose if you want him up or down. So it's a good thing, you can just mess around and do whatever it is you want to do. And then obviously you've got the big one as well. So this is, again, it's completely different to the new 2023 version that's going to be coming out. This thing is huge. So he is one tall build, whereas it looks like they've made a minifigure version of. So again, that'd be a really nice thing to compare. So we just have to remember what this one looks like before we see the other thing. But you can see he's got his long, skinny legs. He's got a huge back and a big sort of barrel belly. His arms do move up and down, so you can posability for photos if you want to, so you can pick and choose. I think his hands might, yes they do, so his hands do spin around as well. So there's a lot of bits and pieces that do go on with this. So if you wanted to have them battling away, or you wanted to try and create some nice photographs, you can do. And then again, you've got the bit that he flies around in, which is another big thing. So this is quite a tall piece. You can obviously make him shorter if you want to, if you don't have the shelf space, but you've got the flame on the back. You've got some nice detail in on the cockpit, so you can see just all the little different bits and pieces that are on there. So I think it's a very effective looking thing, and he just literally stands in there just like so, and then you can have him dangling away, doing whatever you can. If you wanted to have him dangling off right at the very edge, he will just, if I put him on two dots, he will stand there, so that's not a problem. If you want to actually keep him part of the set so he doesn't go missing, so you can just stand every single character on there if you wanted to, and then they're all about doing whatever it is that they want to do. But I think it does look very, very effective. Obviously, it's very bright looking. Now, on the back, if I remember rightly, if we spin him round, there is one, maybe two different bits of detail on the back of this. So if we come through, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There is something. So you've got, these are how they all connect. You can see them with the rings. We've seen all of this, all of this. There it is. So you, right at the back, I don't know if you can see, but just there's a little sticker, and you've got basically player 1, 2, 3, and then you've got the initials of all three people. So you've got Viv and the other two. So you've obviously got the designers and the creator, and the score is 281,020, 76,642, and Sam didn't do very well because they only got 1,191. So it's pretty cool that they've added that kind of little Easter egg on a sticker just at the back in case you didn't even notice that it was there. And again, you've got some more nice prints on the back just here. A little bit of detail just to create the level through. And again, you can manipulate that tree however it is you want to do, as I've knocked that bit off. And then again, that is your flap. That's the bit that you knock down for the thing to jump up and down. So there is a lot going on with this. Now, what we will do is we will compare this set now to the bits and pieces that are online. Right, we are off. So we have got 4 sets, I do believe. We've got this one just here. I'll just click on them and come back. So we've got this new one, which is the Sonic Green Hill Loot Challenge, which we'll have a good look at in a second. And then there's this one, which is the Tails Workshop and Tornado Plane, which again we'll have a good look at with all of the minifigures. And I think there are 2 more down at the bottom, which is that one, which is the Sonic Speed Sphere Challenge. And then there is Amy's Animal Rescue Island. So that's just the 4 I think they've got going. I don't know why they've mixed in the Bowser, because I did do the Sonic search only, but they've come up with all the different games. So let's have a look at what we've just looked at in the new form as well. We'll start with the box artwork, which is completely different to obviously the Lego idea set that you've just seen. If you want a direct comparison, I will grab the box and just put this in front of my chest quickly now, so you can see exactly what the front of the box looks like again. And they've got the back of the box as well, so you can see what that looks like and just how different that is. I think it looks really pretty. I think it's got some nice artwork and everything on there. It does look like it comes with a couple of characters though. So who does it come with minifigure wise? Now this price wise, actually, before we look at everything, price wise we'll compare. It's $94.99 for this, and the pieces on this one are 802 pieces, and they are still selling on the Lego website this Lego Ideas set. Sure, they're still selling this Lego Ideas set. Lego Sonic Ideas. Or have they not? Have they discontinued it? No, it's there. So it's 16. There it is. It's just mixed in with the Mario, which is never good. It's $69.99. So if you just wanted exactly the same level as a complete display piece, the Lego Ideas set is cheaper, and it's got more pieces. So it's something to think of and consider if you just wanted one representation of the Sonic the Hedgehog set. So $69.99, 1,125 pieces. Obviously, this still won't, I would imagine, have hardly any of the play features the other one has. And I do believe it's brand new molds for a few of the characters as well. So let's have a quick of a read up before we look at all the photos. So $94.99. It did give the date. It's coming in August. Why it keeps jinxing us like this and it just says brackets date. I'm sure I've seen it's the 1st of August, which is quite a long way away actually. So I'll double check on my phone. So I would imagine it'll give me it on my phone rather than it on the website. Why it's doing this, I don't know. So as we'll have a quick look at the photos as I'm looking for the Sonic sets on my phone. So it gives you something to look at. So that is one thing. You can see you've got 1 minifigure, 2 minifigures. I think potentially you've got a 3rd one just up in there as well. So there is quite a bit going on with that. And then next photo is the box, which we've just looked at. It says coming soon. You click on it over to the side. So it's set number 76994. Yet by my phone, it says the 1st of August 2023. So they, for whatever reason, it's just not coming through. It looks like it's just the obviously it's just the loop part, and then you've got the rings done slightly differently. And obviously you've got a lot more bits and pieces going on with the thing up at the sky. So yeah, it's up to you which one you wanna go for. They're obviously both very very similar. They're not designed on the same as such because the loop is the opposite way around to the bridge. It's almost like it might be an expansion for this one. I can't remember if you do the jump and then you go in. So it would be nice if this idea set clipped into the side of this, so you could then carry on. I know it probably won't be in the same way because obviously the loop itself is built completely differently. They're all clipped together pieces rather than the arches that you make up the set that I've got beside me. But you've got them in the ball, so that's a cool looking thing as he jumps through the ring. And then on here you've got a load of the different food bits and pieces. So it's more of a play feature of this one. And then you've got all of the little bits and pieces there at the bottom. And then you've got him in his huge version of what I've got. That's a much, much bigger version. You've got all the weaponry and everything on there. And you've got all of the little eggs and things that are dotted within. So I'm not too sure what game this is based off. I don't think this is based off the original. I don't think. I think they might have just taken bits and pieces through. And then again, you can see you've got her with some different bits of elements, knocking some bits off, and then throwing it over for the chicks. Because I don't recognise the little chicks. But you can spread them out. So it looks like there's almost three levels basically what they've done for this, or it's three stages of the same level, shall I say. So that's what they've done. We've got the water on the idea set, which is the water they put in the middle of that one. It does look like they've got different artwork and stickers for the shoes. So they're speed up buttons. They have added on a completely different things. They've added on a more modern sticker on that one compared to the one that we've got. We've got more of a pixelated sticker for the Sega. So this is obviously must be a newer variation of a game for the same sort of level. But obviously it's got the play feature where you knock it down the Technic bit, shoots around, spin rounds, and then hopefully you're obviously trying to get through the ring, I would imagine, to complete that little bit. So more of a play thing. The character, let's have a look. Right, already a difference. It looks like you've got two faces. How they've done that, I don't know. So the torso, again, different. Ears are the same. There's no smile on this one. Eye colour's different. This one's just got black. That's got the red. Good grief. That's got the green that goes all the way around it. Shoes, different. They've got the buckle further back on this one, and it's bigger. And hands, arms, torso, fine. This is completely different because I've got a complete circle on mine, whereas this one is probably more accurate, to be honest. And with the secondary face, you must get a whole new hairpiece to be able to wink, and then you've got the little cheeky chappy smile. Now this is obviously a full brand new minifigure scale mold rather than building them up, so that's a nice cool thing to see. So he will be in almost minifigure scale for the dock. And then as we come over, I don't recognise her, but obviously we'll see. I've seen the name, but I don't actually recognise her in the original game. I think the original games, the two games, only had Sonic, and then they had Sonic and Tails, and then they introduced a couple of other variations of Sonic and then other characters as well, didn't they? So I would guess she sits in the green one and he sits in the red one, maybe. Unless the green one is one of the things that you destroy as you're flying around. I think you might actually break that up as well. That looks familiar to me. Yes, it's one of the fishes, isn't it? As you go over the water, that's the thing that you've got to turn into a ball to blow up. So where's the green thing on the box? So you've got all the little animals in the water, which again I don't recognise. You've got that I don't recognise. That I recognise. Oh, so it is a thing that it's just one of the bits that sits in the trees. So it's just a animal, isn't it? Just a larger scale animal, and then you break those three up. I can see so many people straight away arguing between the difference of this and the Super Mario stuff, because obviously the Super Mario stuff is more of a game thing, and this is more of a minifigure scale thing. So then they're going to be comparing between the two, and it's personally think if you're a Sonic the Hedgehog fan, you just buy this. If you were t'other fan, you would just buy the other. I never got any of the other sets. I was hoping, deep down, that it was just going to be this kind of thing in different levels, or it was to make a big level of one thing. So I'm not too sure. You're going to have to let me know in the comments as we go now, if the rest of the sets do connect to this in one of the games, or they've just taken snippets from different bits and pieces. So I'm a little bit lost. But if that's the direct comparison between this and the other, like I said, what I will do is I will try and pick this one up when it does come out. Obviously build it, do an unboxing video as normal, and then at the end of this video in a few months' time, if you are stumbling across this in a few months' time, I will link the unboxing video of this to this video, so that way you can sort of see both of them back to back a little bit easier that way, so you'll be able to find it a little bit easier in the playlist, and then we'll just see all the other little bits and pieces that are to come. So again, this only went live on the website this morning. I've seen one or two photos, and I thought, right, I'll just give it a go. So the four sets, I put them at the top now. So the four sets, you've got 94, 64, 24, and 37. So we'll go from larger to smaller. This one you do get tails. What we will have to do, like we did with the Indiana Jones, is see with the Sonics, if you get multiple Sonics, if they've got different face prints and things like that. So again, a lot of water within this one. I don't recognise this level, but Amy, I'm guessing, would have been on. Would she have been introduced on the Wii or one of the Rivals games? I don't think she was in on Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Let's find out. Let's see if I can find her on the instruction booklet, because it has all the games in. So rather than me trying to remember anything, what year was Amy, do we think, introduced? Is she on the front cover? So 91 Sonic only, 92 you meet Tails, 93 was a 3D Blast, 94 Sonic brings back lesser known characters, and that was Sonic Heroes. So Sonic Heroes was in 2004, but Amy is not on the front cover of a game until Sonic Boom in 2014, which is a Sonic Boom TV series including new characters. So that, if that is the case and she wasn't introduced on there, I would not have a clue what this set is based on, because that does have Knuckles on the front, and it has Sonic, it has Tails, it has one other character plus Amy as well. 2011 is called Sonic Generations, and that looks like it just brings back multiple versions of maybe the same game. So maybe this is from potentially 2014. I don't think it would have been on the PS2 in 2004, because I would have thought she would have been on the front cover. But then at the same time, it does say brings back lesser known characters, so she maybe got introduced in 2004 and then was in the big TV series in 2014. So let's go through and have a look. That is a cool looking Tails, nice looking mold, happy looking chappy. And then again, you've got the crab, very, very similar, but again, at the same time, different, because the arms are done completely. The arms are done completely differently. The eyes are done completely differently. You build them up; they've got completely different prints. So it's just, apart from it being a crab, actually is completely different in height. Everything's changed. Apart from it being red, it's a lot more bulky. And then you've got all of these cool little characters going down the water slide. You've got all the rabbits. You've got the sandcastle. You've got the bucket. That's a cool looking thing. And then you've got your drinks bar by the looks of it as well. Again, that's that kind of same looking tree. What they've done is they've just, instead of it being one long element, they've split it into two. So they've got these two pieces in this one rather than it being the long one. I think this looks actually quite smart with the curves on. And then again, as we're coming over, you've got a little bit of a ring. And then you've got Amy herself with her mallet, which looks like there's a play feature on there, because when you hit that, obviously the bits and pieces are going to move. Box artwork again, nice and cool looking. They always tend to give Easter eggs away, don't they, with the box artwork, with regards to what potentially will be coming next, or the actual thing. So yeah, on the top it says Tails, Amy, and crab meat, I think that says. And then you've got that level behind. You've got all the bits and pieces in the middle. And then you've got the blue Lego bricks up at the top. So yeah, nice looking thing. Let's give it a quick 360 of this, if it's going to work. Will you play? So yeah, you can see you've got some details on the back, on the front, as it spins around. It looks like there's a little bed bit on the back of that as well. So as it spins round, just in there, it looks like you've got a little bed to chill out in. And then you've got almost like a makeup room and some other little bits and pieces. So they've more for photography and obviously for the little ones to play around with as well. That's just them in a completely different configuration. So I guess if it's from the TV series, it's not a level. That's what I am thinking. So that wouldn't be added in. I would imagine that they just come under attack at some point in the TV series, and it's just got these two battling it out, because it doesn't look like you would use this as a level. And then you've got all of the animals. You've got those two again. She's got a nice print. She's obviously got the pink and the red with the really, really bright, vibrant pink. You've got to see how the eyelashes go into the hair mold on that one by the looks of it. And then you come back through and down. Anything else? You've got the bridge that falls away, and then that is all three of the characters together. And God, there's quite a few photos on that. That's the back of the box artwork. Again, you can see like the other box, it's got the push tab. And then that is just it finally built up. But yep, so it's $46.99. That one actually does say the date on that one. Look, so that says the 1st of August 2023. Amy's Animal Rescue, set number 76992. You get 376 VIP points, and it's 388 pieces. 2 down, 2 left. We will go to the next one. So again, I would imagine potentially this is a sphere challenge. I don't know if this is because it's got the ring bit. I would imagine this will just be a variation of some level, I would think. So again, it's just a bit of a game. You've got that character up there, which obviously they do have names. I just can't remember them. That is a motto bug. So the motto bug is the bug that I've got on here. Again, it's just got the different face, and it looks like you actually build up the chin on that one. And it looks like he's got the eyes on there, and it looks like when you actually go through them, that's where you get all the rings. As you can see, the rings coming off that one. But you also look like you collect the little birds on this. But obviously, you've got the ring bit up at the top, you've got the ring sticker, and then you collect your diamond, which is what was with the Lego Idea set that we saw right at the start, and you're supposed to collect every single one as you complete the levels. And then you've got these bits and pieces on the back. So this is kind of like a half and half. We'll use a video just in case there's anything on the back of this, which there isn't, and there's nothing on the back of that either. But I think it looks effective enough. So that's it all. Lots of smaller little builds. Looks like you've got a little cooler in there as well. And again, that looks like it's the same. Looks like it's the same Sonic, because obviously he's only got the one outfit, hasn't he? So unless he wore lots of different stuff in the TV series, I can't imagine us getting many of the different Sonics. So we just going to sort of have to go with it being about like the Indiana Jones. There might only be one slight difference. But no, same print on the top. He's got the same smirk, same green eyes, as you can see on there. Playing in his DJ booth, they look like they move, so there'd be a moving mechanism on that. Obviously, you can come out the ball. That's a bit of a better look at the front, so that's slightly done differently rather than just being the one circular piece. This is all built up. It all seems to be a little bit more chunky. Obviously, I'm guessing to be able just to grab on rather than having the display type thing. All nice and simple enough. Now, if I could come back out that $24.99, and we will come down, get the product number 76990, 200 VIP points, 292 pieces. And again, different age groups. So this is a 6+. This was the 18+. The minifigures though, obviously because they're basically exactly the same, it does work well, but it doesn't look like you can connect these together, which is what I was really, really hoping for. And then Tails Workshop on Tornado Plane. Guessing this will be a part of, it's got to be part of the game, I would imagine, or part of the TV series, I would imagine. I know his very famous plane, it's a cool looking thing. Hopefully you can stand him up. Hopefully you can stand him up like you can do with this chap, and you can just get some of these prongs. If not, if I was to get this, for example, I would have him up in the plane on some of these clear tubes. Now, what are the bits and pieces that you've got going on in there? You've got a chick mold on that. You've got the tails. You've got another golden bit just there. Sonic, is that the same Sonic? Yeah, you've just got the winking face on that. So maybe what they do is they give you the dual face on the expensive set, and then they give you alternating faces for the Sonic on the two lesser price sets. Again, they've just haven't got the date on that, but we know when it's coming. Plane looks smart enough, so hopefully you'll be able to get at least one of the characters in there, if not both. And then you've got the three rings on the back, and then you've got that character as well, which again, I don't know who that is. The Buzz Bomber is what that one is, and that is set number 76991. It looks like it's a 6+ set. You've got the little sun lounger on there. Again, we'll use the video in case there's anything hidden at the back. Which there is some nice little print on the back actually, so it just looks quite smart from the back end, and you can see what the plane looks like with the prints on the side of it as well. So the plane looks pretty cool. I do hope you can display it like that. I don't think you can. I reckon it would just be on the ground. Which, yeah, because there's no stand for it to stand on, so you're going to have to get creative with that if you want to. Can he actually stand on that? Yes, so they've left a groove in the top of the wings for him to stand on, so you can do all your bits and pieces of your photos, and he's not going to come flying off. So they haven't done a Photoshop trick on that one, so he can stand on. I'm assuming that this part must be from maybe a variation of some sort of the level, because they've added the rings in as well, and obviously that's the character that you would do. And then you've got this as all the repair bits and pieces, and then you've got the gold bit on the back, and then you've got all the other little bits and pieces. Maybe you've got, obviously that's his toolbox, so I would imagine you would have some little bits and pieces on the inside maybe, and you've got the spanner and the mallet that he's holding on. And then again you can see the thing, actually that's one thing, the tail's his face. That's one thing we'll need to look at, because we've got tails twice as well. Well, 3 times actually, haven't we? You've got the happy little smile on that one, so just as a recap before I click off it, 304 points, 376 pieces, 76991, 6+. Any of them that you're thinking of? Do you like them? Yes, no, maybe. Let's have a look at some of the other tails. So is he exactly the same on all of them? He does look like he has that sort of same face on every single one. So he's smiling on that one. And he is, yeah, so it looks like you just get the same tails on both, because I guess they're the same sort of price point. You get Tails and Amy in that one, so if you want Amy, you can only get her in the one set. The Speed Sphere Challenge, you get a variation of Sonic that you would get in the big zonal loop, and it looks like you get obviously both heads. But if you didn't want this for whatever reason and you wanted the plane, you could then obviously have, you could get 3 of the 4 and get all the characters with all the expressions, because if this does come with a spare head, you can put the spare headpiece on this one on this set if you wanted to. It depends if you want the Speed Sphere Challenge or not, and if you think if there's any cool features or bits and pieces that it comes with for $24.99. So yeah, let us know what you think with regards to the price difference between the two. Which one do you prefer out of this Lego idea set, which we've spoke about at the start of this video, or this one now? But all of these are coming in a good few months. We're only in May, so 20th of May, this is being filmed and uploaded, because that is when these went live. These weren't live on the Lego website last night. The press release was released yesterday on the 19th of May, but these are obviously the official images from the Lego website on the 20th of May. But I think that's it, and we are done. So one final look at this set with the instruction manual and everything in front of it. Again, comments below, let us know what you're looking forward to. Are you thinking of getting any of the newer sets? But obviously the focus point on this video was this set just here. So let us know if you are now thinking of maybe backtracking this Lego idea set and what you think of it with regards to the pieces, the price, and everything like that. But guys, if you can like and subscribe and all that good stuff, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You guys take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-da.